Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah. Thank you for joining me for sprints today. I have a little bit of a sinus thing going on, so breathing is hard, but we're going to get through it. So what's everybody working on today? I am working on proofreading, and I also need to get ready to interview my partner in crime, Nicole, for the Apocalyptic Pep Talk podcast. I'm doing that when we're done with sprints today. Speaking of Substack things, I went ahead and posted a link to the Two of Crones Substack for those of you who are not yet following. And also a heads up to those of you who are, we are making a big announcement about the next anthology on Monday. So stay tuned. We're not head on over there and do it if you are interested in participating in the next anthology. That's where we are housing all the information. I also posted a link to my podcast, Apocalyptic Pep Talk. Episode 3 is out now. If you haven't given it a listen, I would love it if you did. They're short episodes. I'm trying to keep them under 15 minutes. The interviews might go a little longer, like 30 minutes, but we're all busy. And as much as I love a good long podcast episode, sometimes I just want a short, quick one. So that's what I'm trying to do with these. I'm also going to be putting the Apocalyptic Pep Talk videos here on, or audio podcasts here on YouTube. And I uploaded the first one yesterday. So if you're not on Substack, you can listen to them here on YouTube, albeit a week or two after they debut on Substack. All right. That is the housekeeping. Let's jump into the comments. Kay's here. Good morning. A little early so I don't forget. Yeah. Early's good. I always forget. If I'm not already there, I forget when people start. It's ridiculous. Middle-aged brain fog ain't no joke. Mel's early too. Hey, hey. And Daisy's here. Hello, hello. It's still not great, but at least my fever is gone. Well, that's good. Hopefully you start feeling better soon. Jesse. Whoops. Jesse, good morning. How are you today, friend? And Jesse says the episodes are really great. Thank you. I'm having a lot of fun with Apocalyptic Pep Talk, and Nicole and I are having so much fun with Two of Crones podcast. So all the podcasting, and it is. I was really worried it was going to be a huge time suck. It's really not, especially since we're only doing audio. The editing is pretty quick, so that's fun. All right, should we go ahead and jump into our first sprint? We're doing 30 minutes. Today, we're going to do 3, and then I have to hop off to interview Nicole. And yeah, I guess that's it. Let's get started. All right, y'all, I will see you in 30. Excuse me. Okay. That was our first sprint. How did y'all do? I hopped on Substack for a couple of minutes and then proofread a couple of chapters. So a little bit of slow going this morning, but that's okay. It is what it is. It's a Friday. Let's hop over to the comments, see what's going on over here. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Okay, asked what I was using to edit audio. I'm using iMovie. It's just so simple. So I'm kind of doing it a little backwards just because it's easy for me right now. I'm recording in StreamYard, downloading to iMovie, and then uploading to Substack. And it's just because I didn't want to take the time to learn anything new right now. So I'm sure there's a much easier way to do it. Kay says she was using Audacity, but it's a PETA. Yeah, I've heard that. And Jesse says, otherwise, Soundtrap is a good one, and you can collaborate with people in editing as well, which is nice since it's browser-based. Yeah, and so I am going to check out Soundtrap, and I said that iMovie is it's just so easy for me. And Jesse says, easy is always good. Best software is the one you can use. And I've been meaning to switch over video editing, but I can't be arsed to learn the new one. Yeah, I get that. Jackie's here. Hello. What are you working on today, friend? And Mel says, I've been getting all the things done this morning. Next sprint, I need to wash my hair. Awesome. Jackie says, I have had some coffee. Fridays are my do nothing in the morning days. That's awesome. Jesse got a bunch of products moved over from Etsy to my website store. Yay. Are you staying on Etsy or are you migrating completely to your website and dropping the Etsy? I know a lot of people are doing that because Etsy's been doing some strange things. I had an Etsy store over a decade ago and I got rid of it. So I'm always interested in what people are doing over there. And Kay says iMovie sounds easier than Audacity. Yeah, it's a lot of drag and drop and, I don't know. It's just very easy. If you look at it and you have any questions, just ask me. Nicole's good at it too. Kay says, I looked at Soundtrap and it's a sub, which isn't something I want to do right now. Yeah, I am in subscription burnout, y'all. I am like canceling things left and right. I don't need to subscribe to it if I don't use it 6 months out of the year, So Rach is here. Good morning, Rach. What are you up to today? I speak fluent K. I knew what you meant. Let's see. Kay says, I had an Etsy store for my paintings a long time ago until there was so much competition that it pushed me out. Yeah, Etsy's weird. Jesse says, I'm not completely sure. I am not loving that Etsy is taking so much fee-wise and it's eating into profits to the point it's ridiculous. So I've been thinking I'm probably moving. Yeah, have you thought about Fourth Wall? I know several people who are loving that. I know nothing about it, so don't ask me. Yeah, so a lot of people are using Fourth Wall, and Inca has had a lot of success over there. And isn't Sarah Cannon using it too? I can't remember. But yeah, Kay says Fourth Wall is awesome. And I need to honestly do more with it. You have a Fourth Wall store. That's right. I want to get, I don't know. I want to get some direct sales going on, but I'm waiting until I have 10 books to sell. So I've been like, I don't need to look into any of it yet. Let's see. Jackie says, oh my God, yes, I am dropping subs like hotcakes. I'm so done with them. I will unsub then resub if it's something I only use half the time. Yeah, exactly. Barb, hey Barb. Barb says, I'm here, been here since 8 a.m., but have been busy cleaning, writing, getting my Sunday live set up, blah, blah, blah. Time for fruit. Enjoy the fruit. And we're glad you're here. Rach says, I'm finishing up a novella polish before setting it for release in June. Yay, exciting. Sarah is using it, or she was. Okay. And Rach says, fourth wall is easy. I just ordered my Pride samples. Awesome. Jesse says, cool beans. We'll check it out, but it's kind of nice to have everything at Peach and Whimsy Co. That way I can have subscriptions and booking in one place as well as sales. Yeah, that's true. And I have to update my inventory for my books, Rach says. Yeah, but going back to Jesse, the thing with fourth wall is I think there's discoverability there too, maybe. I don't know. Rach says fourth wall has subscriptions and donations, etc. too. And it integrates with Book Funnel. That's what I needed to hear. Okay, y'all. I'm going to stop talking. We're going to start sprinting. I will see you on the other side. Burn through. Okay, y'all, that was our second sprint. How did you do? I got a few more chapters proofread, but then my focus started, I don't know, acting like a squirrel. So I moved over to Substack thing. Sorry, my nose is itching like crazy right now. How did y'all do? Let's see. We had some chatting happening. Let me find where I left off. Rach said that Fourth Wall integrates with Book Funnel. And Jesse says, for sure, that is always a good one. And Kay says, why is this not working? There we go. Kay says, ooh, I didn't know it went with Book Funnel. Yeah, I didn't either. That's amazing. And Kay says, well, excuse me. Well, now I will definitely have to check things out. Yeah. Jesse says there is always a rabbit hole to go down to Kay. And yes, there are. I love a good rabbit hole. Rage says those were the reasons I decided on that for my direct sales. Everyone just needs to research and choose what's best for them. Yeah, exactly. And she says to Kay, I got sales after my event, or I get sales after my events where people purchase from my direct shop and Book Funnel delivers it. No work. That sounds like a win to me. Takes out the middleman. Yeah, for sure. And Jesse says, that sounds really ideal. I'm a hop into that rabbit hole with Kay. I'm a hop into it too, because no middleman, that sounds divine. And Andy stopped by. Hello, Andy. What are you up to today? And Barb says, hey to Andy and everyone else I missed while scrubbing the floors. I need to scrub my floors. I don't want to think about that right now. Hoffren's here. Hello, Hoffren. How are you? Barb says hi to Hoffren too. Let's see. Barb also says, I'm packing for a cruise. We leave on Wednesday, 80 plus GLP-1 peeps for 4 days at sea. That sounds like it could be fun. Enjoy. And Mel says, hair is washed. Can't wait to get it cut. Awesome. Are you still letting the fade grow out, or are you going to do that again? Just curious. Okay. So, okay. That's weird. So I'm looking at where I have your highlight commented, Mel, on the comments, the sidebar, and it's all like, I don't know, like crackly. That's very strange, but it looks fine on the screen. Weird, I tell you, weird. All right. What's everybody going to do in our last sprint? I am going to finish up my Substack stuff, move over to two of CRONES Substack stuff. We keep a spreadsheet. Well, I keep a spreadsheet in my personal Substack and one for two of CRONES where we keep track of all of our notes and articles or posts, whatever you want to call them, and track the likes and comments for 1, 7, and 30 days. So just to try and get an idea of what's vibing over there. It's just weird. I can't get a handle on it. Like the things that I think are going to do well based on what has done well in the past don't do well. And like on my own Substack, it's like the more random I get or weird I get, the better the posts do. So I don't know. I guess I just have to be my quirky self, right? Who knows? It's very strange though. I'm still trying to figure it all out. So I will be working on Substack, and then I have to get ready to interview Ms. Ford Thomas. Since more people are here, up at the beginning of the comments, I posted the two of CRONES. Oh, it's not letting me do it. Hold on. I was trying to do it in the wrong place. The two of CRONES Substack. Why is this not? There we go. Because we have announcements coming for the next anthology on Monday, June 1st. So if you're not following or subscribed over there, highly recommend you join the chaos so you can stay up to date on all the anthology things. Also, I posted the link to my Substack, my podcast on Substack, Apocalyptic Pep Talk. Episode 3 is up there as well. And I've also started sharing the episodes here on YouTube because I know not everybody's into Substack, but they will run a week or two behind because time. Like I just have to do it when I find the time. So if you want them when they first drop, come hit me up on Substack if you don't mind waiting. You can listen to them here. All right, that's enough self-promotion. I always feel icky doing it. So let's go back over to this. Let's see. Oh my gosh, what happened? Okay. Rach got lost in shopping for event displays. Jessie wrapped up website stuff and heading home. Catch you in bits. Bye, Jess. And I can't speak. I was trying to say Benny's and Barb's at the same time. The Benny's of having no hair, Mel, is what Barb said. Kay was deep in edits. Awesome. Mel's hacking it all off. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. And Hafrun paid bills, so adulting. Boo to adulting. And Barb can't wait to see your hair either, Mel. And Mel says, going to make an early lunch. I have my surgery follow-up this afternoon. Good luck with that and enjoy your lunch. And Kay says, yes, be your quirky self. I don't know. You might regret that. And Barb says, I hope you're doing so well they release you back to real life. Yeah, me too. All right, I'm going to bump the timer back to 30, and I will see y'all on the other end of this. Happy sprinting. Okay, everyone, that was our final sprint. Let's roll through these comments real quick. But first, what did you get done? I just was on Substack the whole time, and it was fun because for some reason there are a ton of Corvid posts in my feed, or I guess I should say Corvid notes because of Substack. So that was fun looking at all the ravens and crows and jays, which I did not know jays were corvids. That was news to me. Okay, enough about the birds. Let's see. Nicole's here. Hello, party people. Hello to you too. She snuck in. Inka stopped by. Hey, Inka, how are you? Nicole says, my clicker's not clicking. There we go. I went back and caught up on the discussion so far. I have to completely agree that iMovie is so easy to use for editing the podcasts. We currently record through StreamYard, but when it's just me, I use Audacity. I keep it simple though. Record, export, edit in iMovie. Yeah. I said hi to Inka. Nicole says, Sarah, I love that you referred to me as Ms. Ford Thomas. Ford is my middle name. LOL. Oh, well. Yeah. Oh, and okay, never mind. I just saw that you did check your Discord. I was getting ready to ask you to check your Discord. Carry on. Nothing to see here. Mel says, not me being totally distracted by the jellies. I know. They're like just as distracting as the otters, but in a totally different way. And Nicole says to Mel, if you want to be extra amused, go back and watch them again on double speed. Oh, yeah, I bet that's fun. Nicole says, I caught up on the past chats and also worked to upload Jay's or Carvid's what? The next. Okay, hold on. The next two of CRONES podcasts, and I'm writing the show notes. Yeah, I was trying to see what a group of ravens was called because I couldn't remember. It was, an unkindness or a conspiracy. And then I thought that in the listing, they listed Jays as corvids, and jays are a party, a scold, or a band of jays. And I think scold is absolutely perfect for jays. Anyway, I could go down a rabbit hole. I love knowing what groups of animals are called. So yes, jays are corvids. I had no idea. None whatsoever. Rach says, I need more coffee to continue. And hey to Nicole and Inka. Yeah, I am gonna have to get some more coffee too and a snack. My stomach is growling. And Nicole says, my dear Rach, hello. Okay, y'all. Whoops. What happened here? Nicole says jays are so flippin' loud, so a scold sounds about right. Yeah, that's what I thought too. And Rach says jays are well-dressed corvids. Fabulous. I will never not think of them that way again. Jays are well-dressed, noisy corvids. Yes, they're like at the party. They're the party corvids. Inka says, finished a video I was halfway through watching and started beta reading. Awesome. All right, y'all. That's it. That does it for me. I may do pop-ups on Sunday. I'm not sure yet. Kay is sprinting for Mel Sunday morning, Eastern time. So I may do some pop-ups. So keep your eyes open for that. I may do pop-ups when Kay is done. Yeah, just thinking about it. All right. Mel says Mel says they love Blue Jays. Sorry, Mel. It slips out every once in a while. Yeah, they're ornery suckers though. You're welcome, Rach. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for hanging out with us, Inka. You're welcome. And Mel says, thanks for the sprints. You are welcome. Can't wait to see that haircut. All right, y'all. I will see you later, maybe on Sunday. Definitely in Mel's sprints tomorrow. I don't think anyone else is sprinting for heart breathings today. I think Ange canceled. Let me just double check. Ange canceled. So you know what? Let me just pop. We all have it, but just in case somebody doesn't have it, here's the AuthorTube spreadsheet. All right. There are people sprinting all over the place on that. So I will see you in Mel sprints tomorrow, and definitely K sprint Sunday morning, and maybe my pop-ups on Sunday. Who knows? All right. I'm going to shut up now. Bye, y'all. Love you.